The 2822 News New Dawn Digital Edition starts right now.
Good morning. Thanks for joining us on this Thursday. I'm Tom Williams.
I'm Gianna Gali.
And I'm Logan Westrope.
Welcome to our show, Off the Clock.
You can find us streaming here on the 2822 Now app every weekday morning starting at 7 a.m.
And this will be a way for you all to get a quick look at the top national local headlines, trending stories, and of course, we'll have the weather coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
That's right. Let's get a look at your top local headlines first. Scams involving electronic benefits are popping up again. A woman from Luzerne County says that she discovered 9 charges, including one for nearly $300 from Amazon, and some other smaller purchases. They were all from New York. She told us that she only uses her card for groceries at a store in Wilkes-Barre. With a 4-year-old and no grocery money until next month, the woman says she'll rely on family and food banks to get her by for now. Authorities recommend locking your SNAP benefit card online or through the app.
An hours-long standoff ended peacefully last night in Columbia County. Police swarmed a home on East 3rd and Pine Streets in Berwick. The chief says a man with a gun was threatening to harm himself. Negotiators attempted to talk him down for about 4.5 hours. The chief says they determined the man was not a threat to the public. It's unclear, though, if he was taken in for an evaluation.
We now know the name of the man killed after he was hit by a car crossing the street in Luzerne County. The coroner says 85-year-old Alexander Pulowski was hit on Wyoming Avenue in Wyoming on Monday. He was taken to the hospital where he later died. Authorities have not said if the driver faces charges.
All right, some top national headlines. The president confirmed he gave the go-ahead for the CIA to enter Venezuela. It comes as the military has surged forces into the Caribbean with more than 6,000 troops, including 2,000 Marines aboard the USS Iwo Jima. So far, the administration has announced 5 strikes on boats it claims were filled with drugs and narco-terrorists. 27 were killed.
The Supreme Court heard arguments in a case challenging Louisiana's congressional map yesterday, but the impact could have far-reaching political implications nationwide. The justices appeared poised to restrict when and how states can use race when drawing up legislative districts. The ruling would dramatically change the rules for how states go about redistricting. The Supreme Court isn't expected to deliver a decision until next spring.
The president and the FBI director spoke about the administration's efforts to crack down on crime from the Oval Office. The president and Kash Patel announced results of the administration's sweeping law enforcement effort known as Operation Summer Heat. During that initiative, the federal government has sent National Guard troops into cities including Chicago, Washington, and Los Angeles.
And you'll notice out the door this morning a lot colder than what we've had earlier this week. I'll show you the temperatures right now. Most areas into the 30s, 36 for Honesdale, 38 for Milford. I have 36 for Mount Pocono and currently at 30 in Towanda. So it's been a cold start this morning. You need the heavier jackets and coats as you're heading out. And running anywhere from 5, 10, even 15 degrees colder in some areas compared to this time yesterday. Satellite and radar showing high pressure dropping in from the Great Lakes in Canada. This is going to be setting up over the east coast here. So expecting really quiet weather up and down from the Carolinas to New England today, and we'll have plenty of sunshine. So it's a cold start, though. Even with the sun, it's not going to necessarily be the warmest afternoon that we've ever had. Our highs only into the mid to upper 50s, and it will be a bit breezy at times today, guys. So we're talking about breezy conditions, but at least it's a quiet end to the week. But we will see some changes here for the second half of the weekend. We'll talk more about that in just a little bit.
And a nice day today.
Yep.
Okay, are you a can't fall sleeper, a middle of the night waker, or part of the sleep aid squad?
A new study just mapped out the 5 types of sleepers, and some of them sound exhausting.
And coming up, find out which type of sleeper you are and why many of us are not getting A in rest when Off the Clock returns.
Let's check out the top trending stories. If you've already bought your Halloween candy this year, have you rated it yet? Be honest. A new survey says, well, you're in good company. Most Americans polish off their candy stash twice before trick-or-treaters ever show up. 1 in 4 admits to restocking 3 times or more, and more than half end up dashing out for last-minute candy runs. But here's the sweetest stat. Nearly half of us say Halloween is worth the effort, spending 5 hours or more perfecting costumes for themselves or their kids. So who's brave enough to admit they've already gone on to bag number 2. I haven't even bought any candy yet.
No, I was going to say I haven't done this. Now, we do bag our candy for like trick-or-treaters, and I will take a little one when I do that.
Aw.
I try
I'm
not.
not rating any buckets.
I always
I
hope that there's
promise.
none left because I will eat the whole bowl. But
Yeah.
I haven't bought any yet. I haven't even really thought about it. But
Yeah.
I will in the next week.
And
or
then,
so.
see, that's the thing. Don't buy it if you're going to be tempted with it, because if it's in the house, you know that, oh, I
It's
can
there,
go.
sitting there in front of you.
I can go to the pantry and pick out a piece, and then it
You're
adds
right,
up.
Logan. If it's not there, you don't even know.
It was
Yeah,
worse
don't
when
buy
the
it.
kids were home too, because then I would just raid their stuff too. So.
Kids are all like, "Where's my candy?"
Yeah.
Tom's,
Feeling it, the
in
crunch
Tom's
of
stomach.
Halloween. All right, it's that time of the year. The air's crisp, the lights are low, and something's bound to give you goosebumps. But have you ever wondered why they happen? For animals, goosebumps are a survival tool, trapping warm air close to the body or making them look bigger to scare off rivals. But for humans, it's all about our nerves. Tiny muscles under the skin contract when we're cold, scared, or even inspired. That's what makes your hair stand on the end, and why that perfect Halloween scene or a powerful song can literally give you chills. Besides being cold, when was the last time you had goosebumps?
I just got goosebumps you reading that. That's spooky.
Did you? I would say probably when I was cold this morning, but
Yeah.
it's like the last time. But I'm definitely a person, like when I do get scared,
Yeah.
I will get goosebumps.
Also, when
or
you're-
if I'm having like
When you ran into the
my
Grim
hair
Creeper in the
done.
parking lot this morning, you gotta stay away from that. That'll definitely scare you for sure.
Yeah. Don't encounter that, okay? Plan ahead
definitely
next
had some
time.
hair standing up.
For me, yeah, when I'm cold, but I don't know. I feel like you get it randomly and you don't really think too
Yeah,
much
no,
about
exactly. It just
No,
happens.
it. Yeah, exactly. So how about this one? So be honest. How many of you actually like your boss?
We made Logan read this one.
Of course you did. A new survey shows most of us do, and I do too, don't worry. 76% of workers say they actually like their manager, providing not every office is the office. Employees credit bosses who promote teamwork, give recognition, and keep communication clear. Others say it's simply because their bosses are nice people who know their stuff. And here's the bonus. Teams with well-liked leaders have higher morale, better performance, and way less turnover. So now the question is, what behaviors would make you not like your boss?
I think the
guys
opposite
go
of all of
ahead
that,
first.
right? Like
Yeah,
if,
I mean-
if there isn't that communication,
Yeah,
or
I think over the last couple of years, I've had a lot of good bosses. In the past, we've had bad bosses as well. But
Yeah.
I think people that are always in your business, trying to not let
breathe a little bit,
Yeah,
yeah.
not let you know,
microscoping.
Yeah, oh, exactly. Let your team do their thing and hire good people and let them do their thing. And I think
Yeah.
we're seeing that.
Yeah, I think it's good that they ask and check up on you occasionally, but like sometimes when it's like over managing.
Don't micromanage.
Yeah, don't
Yeah,
micromanage.
exactly.
Well, have you ever noticed somehow birds always find a way to do their business on your car? Well, it might not be bad luck. It could be the color. A new study found birds are most likely to target brown cars, followed by red and black. White and silver cars, they're the least likely to get splattered. Gianna has a white one.
gonna say,
Researchers say birds see ultraviolet light, so shiny surfaces look like mirrors, especially during mating season. When they spot their own reflection, they think it's a rival, and well, they handle it the bird way. So if you ever wondered why it happens right after a fresh car wash, now you know. There you go. You can spend hundreds of dollars washing your cars.
It
because
does
of the
happen to
birds.
me a lot, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
And don't park under any trees either.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the worst. So it's like
Lesson learned.
It never fails. Every time you pull out of the car wash bay, and then
All the time.
all the birds start coming out, and there
There's
they
Logan's
go.
car.
There's
Let's go get it.
Logan.
Yeah, I think right now, I was asking Tom earlier, he's like, does my car look pretty bad? He's like, no, I think it looks good. So give it a good observation when you walk out of here later.
All right, hands up if you are a card-carrying member of the 3 a.m. club.
We are, because
We
we're
are. I was
at
gonna
work.
Say, here we are. A new international study found there are 5 major types of sleepers, and none of them sound great. There's the short sleeper, running on less than 7 hours a night. They're more likely to struggle with mood and emotions. Then there's the middle of the night waker, whose brains miss their toxin cleanup shift. Hello, foggy mornings and anxiety. The perpetual can't fall asleeper usually fights fatigue, as Logan's rubbing his eyes, and stress all day. Of course, there's also the resilient sleeper, who, despite going to bed cranky, says they sleep like a baby. And finally, the sleep aid squad. They may have better relationships, but a bit worse memory. Moral of the story, most of us probably really just need a melatonin gummy and a nap.
I already know
I'm
which
like
type of
all
sleepers you
three.
guys are. You're the middle of
Let's
the
hear
night waking up.
So middle line for us is
You
10.
are,
I wake up
yeah.
at like 10 o'clock.
Yeah. And then sometimes you'll want to go on your iPad, check scores, and
So
then you're
don't
like,
go down that rabbit hole. Don't get into your company email.
Don't
yeah.
do it.
And then I feel like for us, I at least get seven or less hours of sleep. And
I was
do
gonna
you
say
too?
I'm one of the big like I probably don't sleep that well, you know. But I don't wake up in the middle of the night.
You don't.
Yeah.
That's
No,
good.
I'm a deep sleeper.
I wake up like 10 minutes before my alarm, which is annoying sometimes. But every single day, actually, this week I've done that. So
Yeah.
tomorrow I'm hoping I can sleep till at least 2 o'clock. So
We've trained
we'll
you well.
see. Yes.
Off the clock, coming right back.
Welcome back, everyone, on this Thursday morning. Out the door, much colder here as you're heading out into the 30s to near 40. 40 for Wilkes-Barre, Scranton, 36 for Mount Pocono, 43 for Lehighton, 37 Hazleton, and currently at 38 for Bloomsburg. So chilly start. Temperatures are certainly running anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees colder compared to this time yesterday. So noticeable difference as you're heading out, but a beautiful sky to wake up to. A live look right now at our Penobscot cam from the top of the mountain here right into the Wyoming Valley. Beautiful with the oranges and yellows showing up across pretty much all of northeastern central Pennsylvania. High pressure building in here for most of the northeast and into the mid-Atlantic. We're looking for lots of sun today and a nice quiet start to the weekend as well. Not really seeing any visibility issues, especially since the winds have been elevated overnight, so this is limiting any fog formation. And also frost is pretty isolated this morning. We'll have a better chance for that as we head into tonight. Winds will be picking up here as we go throughout the day. Right now sustained 5 to 10 miles per hour, but they will range anywhere from 10 to 20 miles per hour sustained with some gusts 25 to even 35 miles per hour. We do have frost advisories in effect here for Luzerne, Lackawanna counties through tomorrow morning, where the growing season technically still going on. But otherwise, not seeing those advisories anywhere else since the growing season has come to an end with the freeze that we had last week. So for today, plenty of sun, cool and breezy with highs into the lower or upper 50s. And then for tonight, we'll have lows falling back to the 30s with areas of frost. Here's a look at your 7-day forecast. Lots of sunshine here for Friday. We'll be near 60. And then Saturday, at least more clouds mixed in, partly sunny. We're into the upper 60s. And then by Sunday, increasing cloud showers developing late. Highs a little bit warmer out ahead of the front into the low 70s. We'll have some showers here for Monday. Tuesday, a little bit drier. And then Tom and Gianna by Wednesday, still additional showers around with highs near 60. But yeah, weekend plans, at least it's a little bit warmer, not going to be quite as cold. And those 60s and 70s will feel pretty nice because we know what's coming in the next 3 months. So yeah, enjoy it.
Don't
Get out
remind
there.
me.
Yes.
Time for some fun. This is when we try to test the other anchor's ability on guessing a song, a rapid-fire question, or maybe even share a bit about ourselves.
Yes, and you can send us a picture through Report It to be featured here on the show.
And today we're going to do a Get to Know Us segment. And the first question being, what's your this should be illegal food combo that's secretly delicious?
Ooh.
All right, since I read that, I need a second to think. So you guys go ahead.
So I was at this restaurant, and it was in Nashville. It was at a steakhouse, and we had these appetizers that my friend knew about, so he ordered them. It was popcorn and shrimp. Not popcorn shrimp, but like
Oh, actually.
popcorn with butter and the shrimp together. You would think that's like a crazy combination?
Yeah.
It was fantastic.
Really?
Really?
Better than popcorn shrimp?
Better than popcorn shrimp. Shrimp. Yeah.
Okay. So when Tom's at home and you hear the popcorn go in the microwave and he's also cooking shrimp,
It smells
that's
like
his meal.
seafood in
It
the
was
house.
awesome.
That's
It was
cool.
awesome.
How about you,
Alright.
Gianna?
All right, I'd have to say, now, I don't think this is too odd, but you know Annie Ann's pretzels?
Yes.
So I like the cinnamon. This is actually going to really freak you out. With the cheese sauce.
On top of that.
Yeah,
Oh.
so you would think like the cinnamon with the glaze sauce
Yeah.
or the plain
You think it would
salted pretzel
clash.
with, yes. A little gross, but I'm telling you, don't knock it. It's
Are
good.
you the only one that gets that when you
Yep.
go there? They're like, she's the one.
They're like, are you sure? They double check. Are you sure you want the cheese sauce?
That's funny. I feel like for me, like, and this
If
is
for
kind
Logan,
of
it's putting ketchup on his Dino Nuggies.
pretty much took the words out of my mouth. Yeah, I don't like ketchup. I don't like mustard or relish or anything like that.
Nothing
So,
weird. None of those.
but I feel like there's kind of this food combo that's kind of popular is like the having the donuts as like your burger bun.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Right, right,
I
right.
feel like that's
Never
like
even heard of that.
I've tried before. It's just like I don't know.
I've heard of
Too
like
sweet,
the pretzel
too kinda
buns.
sweet.
It's like
Never
going to
done
Dunkin'
that.
Donuts and then going to like Wendy's. Like
get it.
I don't know, just putting them
Don't
together.
give them ideas.
I mean, but people like it though because it's on some diners' recipe or their menus and stuff. So I don't know, but I feel like that's kind of odd.
Okay. What's a snack you loved as a kid that doesn't taste the same now?
I know.
Ooh.
I bought some combos about a week or two ago.
Yeah.
And I thought combos tasted better when I was a
Like
kid.
the pizza combo.
The pizza
Really?
combos, or yeah, whatever they are. They were not. They were
Not
not.
That's
good.
a good
Not
one.
great,
I might
come on.
steal yours on that
Yeah.
one. I think I have to go hand in hand with, now this might be a little crazy, but like chips in general, I just think I enjoyed them more as a kid. Like a bag of Doritos, I don't really care for that now.
Yeah.
I still think they taste good. But
Yeah.
yeah.
I think the Pringles, I don't know, I feel like they're kind of bland. I don't know. I didn't love them as a kid growing up, but I definitely would not pick them
they
out
were
now.
Maybe the formula changed. Who knows?
Yeah, that's true.
All right, what's your go-to lazy dinner? Girl dinner.
Girl dinner.
You know, mine is peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, you're fine with
It's,
simple
it's
sandwich.
just easy. You know, I don't have to
Yeah,
think
that's
about
just-
it. I know where the bread is. The peanut butter and jelly. Boom, slap it together.
Yeah,
A little
You're
bit of
done 10
protein in there.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
10 minutes, you're done.
I'd
Yeah.
say for me, butter noodles.
butter noodles. Okay.
Butter noodles are good.
Definitely.
I'm gonna
I
add that to my
know.
list now
I know. But you know what? They're not
That's really
so lazy.
easy, though.
By the time you wait for that pasta to cook, it
Yeah.
takes a little bit.
Me would be Dino Nuggets. I mean, how about that? You just throw them in the
That's so
toaster.
simple.
Grab a bag out of the
Get
freezer.
a little fries
There you
or
go,
some
Logan.
chips, and yeah, you're set.
I like the 3 combination. There you go. A PBJ, butter noodles,
Yeah.
and some nuggets.
And no ketchup on my Dino Nuggets, please. Okay.
All right, what toy or gadget did you beg for as a kid, and did you ever get it?
Mm,
A gadget.
A gadget
Some
or
kind of
gift?
toy.
I remember getting my first BB gun. I wanted it, and I was unsure if Santa was going to bring that for me.
yeah.
But yeah, I got
Santa
my,
delivered?
I got my first BB gun. I still have it too.
You know,
Do you really?
I don't know. My mom is watching right now. I'm sure she's thinking of a list of things right now.
Like
Yeah.
like your 90s kids, Teddy Ruxpin. Did you get your Teddy Ruxpin?
Not.
Hey, I finally got my phone.
Yeah, you were
gift.
lucky to get your phone when you were 16, Gian.
Yeah. No, I feel like the phone was kind of a big thing. I didn't really ask for it, but wait, but that was not the question, I don't think. But
What you
I don't
didn't
know
get.
That I didn't get.
What kind of toys did you play? You liked Thomas as a kid, right?
Yeah, I like that stuff. I don't know. Maybe a certain train that I wanted that
Maybe
I
a
didn't
certain
get.
train.
And I'm still
Big train boy.
holding out for now. So yeah, they're fun. If you've not played with the Thomas Train tracks, you're missing
I
out.
still
Look
have
at your
I have
trains.
them all wrapped up for my son Tom. Love them.
Yeah.
So for any grandkids are down the line, who knows? No pressure, kids. We have
go.
Thomas ready to go.
Yeah, you got the toys ready to go.
We'll be right back with our question of the day and your forecast.
Let's check out today's question of the day.
What small act from a stranger do you still think about?
What do you want me to go first?
ahead, go.
All right. I think it's like when you're in the drive-through and the person in front of you will pay for your order, and then they're kind of like, oh, like you want to pay it for it or something, and then like I, will want to pay it for it, and then like it just
keeps going.
Yeah,
It's like
and
domino
working at
effect.
Chick-fil-A, like this has happened. Like there was one time, like there was strangers, like 5 people in a row that like literally paid for each other behind the person.
And I would
behind,
say
so it's
Logan's
really
such a
nice.
good guy. One time there was this person that we know was
Oh, yeah.
facing homelessness, and he paid for a hotel room for him. He is
Well,
a good dude.
At least I could do so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw. All right, for me, it would have to be, I like to shop at Aldi's, and you have to put a quarter in
Yeah.
the cart if you've been to Aldi's
Yep.
to get the cart out. So a couple times people have,
Just left a
lended
quarter.
me their cart or
Yeah.
left a quarter in there.
goes a long
So
way.
Absolutely, because when you show up there without a quarter, it's a bit of a pain.
Yeah. How about you, Tom?
Well, I remember we were to an amusement park one time. My son's glasses, when he was little, they broke. And one of the people working in the gift shop actually took time out to fix his glasses.
Oh.
And it was a game
Really?
changer because we were there for a week. It would, he wouldn't be able to see. He was dependent upon it. I
There's
still
great
remember that.
people out there.
Nice, there are, right?
Love it. One last check of the forecast before we go for 5 seconds. Sunny here for the start, but then we will see changes by early next week. So,
Alrighty,
yeah.
Enjoy that sun.
Yes.
There you
Weekend
go.
coming.
Have a great day. Bye-bye.